Welcome to the TCC Library's online tutorials. In this tutorial, we will learn how to copy and scan at TCC. So here we have one of our printers at TCC. You can log in by using the screen right here. You type in your username and you type in your password. So your username would be before the @ sign, and something I will tell you about your password is if you want special characters, hit the Shift key. That's like an exclamation point, a question mark, or something else. So if you've never used our printer before, you will have to do this first, but after that, I recommend that you swipe your TCC ID card into this thing right here, this card swipe, because that will associate your card with the printer, and after you do that once, you will only have to swipe your card to log in. You won't have to spend your time typing into the screen anymore. So I'm going to show you what happens when I swipe because my card is already associated. Once you've logged into the printer, either by swiping your TCC ID or by typing in your username and password, you will see a screen that looks like this. So what you can do to get into the printer is press this button that says Access Device. On the next screen, you're going to see some options, including copy and scan. So release is where you would go to release your print jobs. However, if I had print jobs, they should print out automatically as long as I have funds in my account, and you can see here that I have no jobs pending release. So say that I wanted to photocopy. I'd go up here to copy, and there are two ways to do this. The first, if you have single sheets of paper, is to use the feed up at the top. So you can see here that I have two papers and I put them in together, face up and facing me, and on the screen I can say that I want one-sided to one-sided, one-sided to two-sided, etc. So if I wanted, I could put these two pieces of paper, which are single-sided, onto one page front and back, or I could print them as is. Under paper size, if you are printing in a different size, you can see this printer in particular also has 8.5 by 14 paper. You could make that selection here as well. But say I just want the regular one-sided to one-sided printing. It's going to cost me the same as it would if I were printing something regular instead of photocopying. So once I'm ready and I know what I want, I can just hit this blue button that says Start. I'm going to do that, and you can see that this just gets sucked through the feed, one after the other. And down here, in just a second, we are going to see my prints. Oh, there they are. So what I've shown you for photocopying will work exactly the same way if you're scanning. If you wanted to scan multiple sheets of paper that will fit through that feed at the top, then you can just go to the Scan menu instead of the Photocopy menu. So if you wanted to do that, you can hit this button on the side that says Menu, and then you'll see something that says Scan next to Copy. So you can also either photocopy or scan by lifting up the lid of the printer as we see right here, and by putting something, especially if it's too big to scan, by putting it through the feed at the top, down on the screen. So this textbook is a good example. This is definitely, as you can see, way too big to fit through that feed at the top. So what you want to do is put it to the edge of this corner, this upper left-hand corner here where we see the arrow. And if you log in with your TCC ID or with your username and password, you will automatically see yourself, and this email will come to me being the person that logged in. So I'm going to hit Me, and I'm going to say that I want to scan this instead. And if I wanted to scan it, I would just hit Start. If I wanted to do multiple pages, I would hit Separate Scan and turn that on, and then it would ask me to do page after page until I was done, and then I would tell it to finish up and send me the scan. But say I just want this one page, I'm going to turn that off and hit Start right here. So this thing should automatically detect how big this thing I have on the screen is. You can see it went across the entirety of the book. And now it is working hard on sending me my scan. And a good thing about scanning is that it's free, so you can scan as much as you want and you won't be charged for it. When you're done using the printer, you can just hit this Access button on the side and then Yes to log out. If that ever doesn't work for you, you can also just wait a minute and the printer will time out on its own. This is what your scan will look like after you receive it in your email. You can see here the 2 pages I scanned from the textbook attached as a PDF. For more information, please contact a TCC librarian.